Friends, hey, it's Sonia and this gorgeous dresser that is sitting in my store. And I never, by the way, I need coffee. Yes, iced coffee and my Junk Monkey paints. What else do you need? I mean, come on. This project is brought to you by Junk Monkey Paint, our acrylic set of artist paints. So this piece of furniture has been sitting here for such a long time in the store, and honestly, I have not had a chance to give it a makeover. It's the piece that typically, right now we're kind of, I don't want to say all into shambles, but we're apart right now because we're tearing up the floor and things are moved in places. Well, this, it's moved in places, and I'm staring at this guy now thinking, you know what, I never did get to do a paint job on you. So let's go ahead and play with you today. I feel like that's going to be my project today. But typically this sits nicely as in the corner when people come in through the door. On the top of it, you'll find all my baskets, which are just laying on the floor right now. Listen, once I get this painted, I will feel so much better to position it and get it ready and stage it to make it look fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. So, you know me, I like to paint just what I call my shabby art, shabby florals, nothing too crazy, you know. Can we just, have fun while we're doing it? No pressure. Nothing's got to be perfect. I'm not trying to make it look like it's an illustration. Rather, it represents, in a very loose manner, some florals, which I love to paint. So I'm not even going to paint the entire piece of furniture. I'm just looking at the face of it, honestly, like a canvas. And I thought, you know what, this is one big canvas. We're just going to play with it. We're not going to take ourselves too seriously. And actually, I'm doing this morning right before the shop opens. And this is about as far as I get because we got to open this store now. Oh, it's bright. Open for another day. Oh, just not a tall individual. There we go. This is what it's like in Erie today. I think it's somewhere in the 40s. Shop is open. Everything is ready to rock. I'm gonna get back to this right here. Okay, shop is open, back to it. More sips of coffee. We got this, let's do it. Sitting on the floor here, I literally put down an apron to sit on, and you know what? There used to be days I'd be able to sit on a piece of concrete, and I can remember painting furniture, and I'd have people in my lives, friends on live, and they'd be like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? How are you sitting on the floor? And I understand now. I understand. Fast forward to 2024. Oh my gosh. When I finally got up off the floor, Matt had walked in and I'm like, help me up, please help me up. Yeah. It's a gorgeous day. And I'm going to tell you, when this dresser, like when you see it in the sunshine, and the way the sunshine hits at the end, it's so pretty. I love it. But it feels good this morning to get some painting in before the store even opens. And I'm going to take a chance here and keep on painting. And as people come in, well, it's okay. You know, they're going to see me painting. Oh, well, it is what it is. And you know what? I'm the boss, so I can paint on the job. It's going to be okay. I'm not going to get in trouble. But out this door this morning, it was cracking me up because all these birds were like walking around the parking lot, and they were coming up to the window, the glass back there. It was kind of cute to look out and see the birds this morning. They're tearing down the building section on the other side of our building here, all the way up to the end of the street, and they started demolition in the last few days. So yeah, there's just lots of noises out there this morning, people on the go. I think it's in the 40s, but it's been really cold. Like, it just feels cold, you know? So painting my florals, liking how it's coming out. I really enjoy when I get to paint and I take time to paint. I'm a better person if I get time to be creative in my day. You know, when you just sit down and you get into something that you love. It just, yeah, all the stresses of the day just leave you. There's a lot of statistics that actually say that when you are painting or gardening or doing something like that with your hands, and, you know, well, number one, you're doing something with your hands. So it brings you to the present, right? You're touching something, you're feeling something, you're seeing something. So it keeps you really grounded. So I do like that, you know, because you can really get into your work. But yeah, people who garden, people who paint, do those sorts of hobbies, that when you're into your hobby, it can lower your blood pressure, just because it feels so good. So the mail arrived, and do you remember, for those of you who were on my Whatnot sale last week, we did a raid of a plant seller at the very end of the live. We all showed up on that live. Well, after talking about planters on my live, and do you remember the lamb planter? Come on, we love the lamb planter. Give it up. You'll see them all the time now. If you know, you know, the lipstick lamb. Well, that Matt says will haunt you in your dreams. That nobody loved and nobody took. I could not believe that. I'm like, what? Even my friend Carly was like, I can't believe you took that off the shelf. Are you kidding me? What? Does anybody not love this lamb? Stay tuned. He will make his debut probably like in the next day or so here on one of my YouTube channels. But I kid you not that when we were on that live, yeah, just took me for a moment here. I kid you not, nobody wanted the lamb. But Matt ended up buying plants for me from this plant seller, and they arrived. Oh my gosh, see the sunlight on this? How beautiful is that? Okay, but there's more. Wait, there's more, because I'm like, you know what? It's just missing something. I need to fix up these corners at the top where I started. And yeah, I just need to create some clouds, because it looks like all sky right now, and it's got tons of movement, which I love. But here I am going into my white paint. Sometimes people say to me, do you finger paint? Of course I finger paint. Come on. What kind of artist does not get their fingers in paint? This is the fun part. Plus I put all the other stuff on with a brush. You saw me at the beginning, and I wanted some puffy clouds. I need it to be able to like clouds, sky. You can see some bigger, puffier ones. And I think that's kind of what I needed. Now, I will tell you that acrylic paint always dries darker. So once this all sets up, if I want to come in and add some more white highlights, I can do that. In fact, by the end of this with the puffy clouds, I start just playing around, because you know you cannot stop yourself in dipping my finger into the white paint. And oh, there's Stanley. Kitty, kitty. Stanley was so upset because he accidentally got locked. He must have followed one of us into the big side wing of the building, and he was over there probably watching out the window. I kid you not, there is a barbecue place next door to us, and we're like right up next to them. We have curtains up, but Stanley will go under the curtains and stare at people eating barbecue next door. Yeah, that's probably what he was up to. So don't feel bad for him. He was enjoying the smell of brisket. There he is over in the corner now, trying to plan a getaway. We do have a sign on the door, do not let the house cat out, no matter what he tells you, because he will look at you with those pussycat eyes, and you'll be like, oh, buddy. No, trust me, he's planning right now. You see, right here, I'm just adding a few little bits of white. So, you know, I'll leave my paint stuff out here, and as it dries, I might go back in. You can also have fun with paint pens on top of this and just kind of add your highlights. Maybe you need some gold. I don't know. Maybe you need some gold as well. I'm open to that. But I feel really good now. So I've got to clean off it a little more. I got to take all that stuff off, actually. That was up on if you remember the vlog, where that was up on the top of a piece of furniture that we ended up moving around to another part. So that all got it cleaned off. And you see all those baskets? Yeah, this got to be completely organized. That cooler in the back there, I got to restock that with some butterbeer. Oh, people are coming in. So I'm going to move off to the side here. But yeah, all right. I got to give this up, Sonia. You got to give this up. I think you're done. Like, I'm very happy where this is. If I didn't touch it anymore, I'd be super happy where this is right now. But I can't guarantee that I may not come back and just add a few little touch-ups, you know, here and there. But yeah, those clouds, that's what it needed. It's perfect. It's just a little vignette right here. Field of flowers. Love it. So I popped over in this room to talk to you guys real quick. It needed more cloud cover. That's what I had to put on the top of it. So it just didn't look all blue and white, and I want to fix up the corners where I first started painting. So yeah, by putting the intense clouds at the top, I think I've got cloud, sky, you know, florals, ground, all established. I'm going to wash my hands. We have yoga in this space today, so I've got to clean that up over here, get that all ready for some people who are coming in. I'm gonna run a special on my Etsy store. That's where you find our Junk Monkey paint to, the acrylics that I just used. So if you head over there to Junk Monkey Sonia on Etsy, you'll see them. And if you want to play and paint, because you're going to see me paint lots of stuff coming up, and maybe you want to paint along with me as well and use the same colors. I am going to be adding things back on my Etsy store as well. You guys have been messaging going, are you going to put any more up? Yes, I am. Absolutely, positively. Friday night, which is tomorrow night. I like how I say Friday, like as if it's like so far away, when really it's just tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is my next Whatnot live sale. And yesterday on my Thrift Life channel, I asked you guys if you wanted me to talk a little bit about my experience, my thoughts on Whatnot. And you guys definitely said, yeah, I'd love to hear you talk on that. So I'm going to do that as well with one of my upcoming videos. And it might be a thing where you see me post on my Thrift Life channel, like I did yesterday, and then today on my Sonia Miller channel, and it's just kind of go back and forth. So hopefully you're going to follow me in both places, and yeah, we're just going to have a good time. All right, have fun, friends. Keep it magical. I'll see you tomorrow.